as well. In a moment, you will see the smoke come on the Nanchang CJ6, indicating that they are ready to go and that Mario's across the nation. Thanks also to Quick Fill. Fill up, explore somewhere new, and enter the Fueling Discovery giveaway for your chance to win free gas for an entire year. Stop by this summer and experience why this season is an adventure. Also, thanks to Rochester Americans, full and half-season membership options for the 2026-27 season are available. Well, as our show continues, we're truly just getting started as we enjoy what has really turned out to be a very pleasant lunch hour. And we work our way into the second half of our show. Lots to come on our program this evening, including that of the Korean War hero, the Chance Vought F4U Corsair. Jim Tork-Tobel is with us from Jackson Hole, Wyoming. He'll be demonstrating that aircraft here in just a couple of minutes from now. And we'll get a chance to see our buddy Trevor Rafferty flying the Kristen Eagle biplane, an aircraft that goes back to the 1970s and is one of those just really cool retro designs and a most capable gyroscopic aerobatic platform. Following that, at about 12:55 this afternoon, we'll welcome Paul Hamel. That of Todd Cameron from Weber, New York, New York, and also that of Dave White. We are currently working a couple of commercial operations out in front of us, and we're a couple of minutes here from presenting that of the World War II and Korean era F4U Corsair. It's called the Korean War hero. Jim Tork-Tobel at the controls. But while we have just a couple of short moments before we get ready for that, I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about our aerial stage, our aerobatic box. And here this weekend at the Rochester International Airport, we have this aerobatic box. It stretches, in fact, some 12,000 feet long. It's 3,000 feet wide and goes all the way up to 16,000 feet. It is in this giant cube or rectangle of airspace, if you will, that our pilots can do what they do best. Fly fast, fly aerobatically, fly upside down, and do things on a normal day would get them in a whole lot of trouble. But it's in this wavered airspace, they're able to do so very safely and legally, and it's further encompassed by something called a temporary flight restriction, or TFR. It encompasses the 5.5-mile radius from the center of our aerobatic box all the way around, from the blades of the grass all the way up to 16,000 feet. All of that airspace, when the air show takes place between the commercial operations that we're seeing now, is actually commanded by one individual, and that is our air boss this weekend. Right now, out there on runway 22, joining us from just a hop away on the other side of the state, out of New Jersey, at Newark. We're going to see a couple of these airline operations as we continue to progress, and as soon as they are clear of the airspace, our air show action will continue. We again want to make sure that you're staying very comfortable by Quick Fill, Ontario Golf Club and Pub on the Green. as we take a look to the right-hand side and bring to you one of the most iconic that all veterans deserve to be seen, heard, and cared for. It's why the Sonny Mike Foundation provides efficient, personalized care for our heroes by partnering with local veteran organizations, providing financial support when necessary, and connecting vets to experiences that help uplift them. The Sonny Mike Foundation is honored to be part of the 2026 AP Property Services Rochester Air Show, presented in part by Now Our Hour. We'll get the chance to see Mario Hamel. He's a former Canadian Forces Snowbirds member, a very talented air show performer as well, for a display of gliding aerobatics of the Salto S-101 glider. And we'll get a chance to see the Nanchang CJ-6 that's flown today by Dan Fortin. We also want to say a very big thank you to our friends at Encore Aviation, to Spectrum, YSWSL, to Avflight, to our friends at UNC Dairy, iHeartMedia, Monroe Ambulance, WDKX 103.9 to 101.3. To 94.1 The Zone, and to 93.3 FM Fickle. They play everything. To welcome to our show, Trevor Rafferty, joining us from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. And he's going to be flying for us a pretty cool biplane indeed. It's called the Christen Eagle, designed by Frank Christensen back in the 1970s, a man who managed the U.S. Aerobatic team during that time. This is a very retro and very impressive biplane that continues to go strong even today as a popular aerobatic mount for both sport and recreational flying, and also for competition aerobatics. Trevor Rafferty grew up flying with his father. Aviation was never not part of his life. He grew up, became a flight instructor, and participated as an international aerobatics competitor. And when he couldn't afford the airplanes that he wanted to buy, he built them. And he built several aircraft from scratch, from the ground up, one more high performance than the last. For live listening, streaming options as well, and you can watch their games through AHL TV on Flow Hockey. Today's action also brought to you in part by Isaac Heating and Air Conditioning, keeping New York homes and businesses comfortable since 1945. Let Isaac help your home's comfort take flight with limited time summer deals on high-efficiency air conditioning systems and maintenance plans. Don't sweat the heat. Visit IsaacHeating.com to schedule your tune-up or request a free. I gotta ask you, was it airplanes, music, or a little bit of both that got you to basically standing here with us right now?
It was a little bit of both. My dad was really into the airplanes, and he talked an air show into having me sing many, many years ago. Traded it for a couple of pizzas, and started doing this, and I fell in love with the vintage aircraft, and then learned more about, the military stuff, and it turns out I like airplanes just as much as I like singing and the music. So it's a full package.
Yeah, it's a full plate of food, which is amazing.
This is an amazing display, and it is so inspiring. I've been through it, and I've seen kids get so inspired that they end up volunteering and ultimately looking into aviation as a career. So if you need a minute to step into an air-conditioned trailer, go down and see the Rise Above exhibit, because it's definitely worth it. And Luke's right, there's volunteer opportunities great. And you know what? There's volunteer opportunities available with this show if you don't want to go any further than Rochester.
Yeah.
And all you got to do is check with people at the gate to find out how you can become a volunteer as well.
Yes, indeed. Teresa, thanks for being with us. We appreciate your anthems today, both O Canada and the Star-Spangled Banner. It is indeed an international air show with folks joining us from all over, and particularly many of our Canadian friends.
Thank you.
But we're going to have a chance to hear more from you a little bit later on as we go. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, a nice round of applause for Teresa Eman joining us here as part of our Saturday edition of the AP Property Services Rochester International Air Show. Here's what's going to happen, everybody. We do indeed have the air carriers. It's just part of us being good neighbors. Our friends and neighbors here in Western New York getting to where they need to go, making their way back home. We want to be good neighbors to ensure that those operations are as unimpeded, if you will, as possible. So that's kind of the reason for that. It's just one of the elements of doing an air show at a commercial airport. But the cool thing is we get a chance to see these airplanes perhaps a little closer up than you typically would. I know there's a bunch of av geeks out there with some awesome photo equipment. I saw a lens out there the size of a Hubble telescope earlier, and I know you're getting some great pictures and enjoying all the aircraft coming by as well. We are just a couple of minutes away. 12:55 will be the start of Mario Hamnell and Dan Horton, who will be joining us with Time Flies Air Shows. They'll be coming up next. Got the F-35 still to come this afternoon, the P-51 Mustang, Brent Lincoln, and of course the Thunderbird. So hang tight. We're glad that you are with us. We're going to be back and underway with more air show action as part of this year's edition of the Rochester International Air Show, presented by AP Property Services and supported by Quickville, Ontario Golf Club, and our friends at Pub on the Green.
Start to fade. The sun goes down, we hear the sound. Springsteen singing, we were born to run. But baby, we're still young. This won't be the last time I'll be here. I know that I can't run fear. I want to drive far away with you.
is time now that we get prepared for something totally different from anything else we've seen in our show today. We've had the chance to see some aerobatic flying. We saw some skydiving by the Golden Knights and even the World War II and Korean War era Corsair. But it's now time that we present to you Time Flies Air Shows with pilots Dan Forte. I was using the very literal American English version of 410, but in fact, thank you, Pat. For our Canadian, French-Canadian friend, it's Forte. So I'm going to do it that way, because it is indeed an international show. And also our friend Mario Hamel. They're going to be doing a display of gliding, featuring the Salto 101 glider and the Nanchang CJ6. If you take a look to our right, you can mark season tickets office by calling 585-454-5335 or visiting amerks.com/membership. Thanks also to Quick Fill. They're proud to support the men and women of our United States military. They encourage you to visit them and joining to support the Operation Give Thanks initiative. We again want to remind you that there is absolutely no smoking on the flight line at any time. And of course, we want to make sure that you're staying very well hydrated. Many of our local organizations are here supporting the air show in a big way as a fundraiser for their groups with concession stands, and of course many of our friends and neighbors here in the community supporting the efforts as well. Meaning that you can feel very good knowing that all the dollars that you may spend today, whether it's for a nice cold bottle of water, some nice soft drink, or perhaps some delicious food to enjoy, all goes to support your friends and neighbors and the community right here in Western New York. Teresa, just about ready, you think?
I do. I do think so.
I love it. Sounds good. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, please welcome the great sounds of Teresa Eman.
Dancing is allowed.
With me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic foods, there's a bar in far Bombay. So come fly with me, let's fly away. Come fly with me, we'll float down to Peru. In Lama-Land, there's a one-man band, and he'll toot his flute for you. So come fly with me, we'll float down to the blue. Once I get you up there, where the air is rarefied, we'll just glide, starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so near. You may hear all the angels cheer, because we're together. Weather-wise, it's such a lovely day. Just say those words and we'll beat those birds down to Acapulco Bay. It's perfect for a flying hunt, and I hope whatever you've got to do is something that can be done by two, for I'd really like to stay. It's a lovely day today, and whatever you've got to do, I'd be so happy to be doing it with you. But if you've got something that must be done, and it can only be done by one, there is nothing more to say, except...
Of course, there's lots to check out here on the air show grounds, including the Rise Above Red Tail exhibit, and as well as a wide variety of food and beverage options, including some great merchandise to take home as well. Somewhere in the neighborhood of only about 140 days until the holidays, so if you've got an aviation fan in your life, perhaps you're one yourself, there's a great selection of merchandise, t-shirts, hats, and more. Check out all the swag here on site here at the 2026 AP Property Services Rochester International Air Show. Thanks to our friends at Quickfill, Ontario Golf Club and Pub on the Green for presenting this year's show. Our air boss, Todd Cameron, working live time with the Rochester Air Traffic Control to work out our commercial airliners. And once they are out of the way, we will continue our show. The Rochester International Airport, a big supporter of this event, and of course our community. ROC offers more than 30,000 seats per week to 17 nonstop destinations and growing to major hubs and connections worldwide. We do our best to work around the scheduled air carriers, ensuring that our friends and neighbors get to where they need to go. There is a saying in aviation that a mile of road will simply take you a mile, but a mile of runway will give you the world. Of course, it's never too late to get started in aviation, whether you're interested in flying commercially for a career or perhaps even just recreationally. Many flight schools offer what are known as discovery flights, allowing you to take controls for an introductory flight lesson with an instructor. These flights are perfect for learning how to fly and see if flying is the right step for you, perhaps if you're on the fence. There's a big demand for the aviation industry in both commercial and private sectors, and it's never too late to become a pilot, a mechanic, an air traffic controller, or a myriad of other career fields within the air show industry. We do have more to come on our show as we progress. We are still on time and on target for the United States Air Force Thunderbirds at 3 p.m. and some additional flying still to come here as part of our flying displayed lineup as part of our Saturday edition. We're going to take just a quick break, but turn things back over to the great Teresa Eman for some additional tunes for the afternoon as we continue to work our commercial air carriers out in front of us, and our grand day continues here at the Rochester International Airport. We're again glad that you are here.
As we watch these modern aircraft, especially the specially painted Southwest airline jet out there, I'm going to take us back to the 1940s to a song that was Ella Fitzgerald's first hit, and it's a play on a children's nursery rhyme. It's called A Kit, a Casket.
A brown and yellow basket. I sent a letter to my mommy. On the way I dropped it. I dropped it. Yes, on the way I dropped it. A little girlie picked it up and put it in her pocket. She was trucking on down the avenue. Not a single thing to do. She was a pecking all around. When she spied it on the ground, she took it, my little yellow basket. And if she doesn't bring it back, I think that I will cry. A tasket, I lost my yellow basket, and if that girl don't return it, don't know what I'll do. Oh gee, I wonder where